Welcome to the Inside Slant. It's your boy, Geroy Simon. It's week 16. Before I get into picking games, I gotta talk about your boy, Mark Sanchez. Now, your boy, Mark Sanchez, just got benched for Greg McElroy, the third string quarterback. Like I said a long time ago at the beginning of the season, Mark Sanchez was not their best quarterback. Tim Tebow was not the Jets' best quarterback, but Greg McElroy was the best quarterback on that roster, and now he's getting a chance to prove it. The bad thing about Mark Sanchez, about him getting benched, 50 turnovers in the last 2 years, I feel bad for the dude. I don't feel bad for the dude because he makes $11 million this year and he's guaranteed $8 million for next year. I just feel bad because the dude has been looking pitiful. He's throwing interceptions. He's fumbling the ball. He has no confidence. He's lost all confidence. I really feel bad for him, but he'll bounce back. And if he doesn't, he got $19 million guaranteed to make him feel better. So don't feel too bad for him. All right. Now, the topic for this past week was the MVP candidate. Everybody knows that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning are the two leading candidates for MVP in the league. But you got to give Adrian Peterson some props. This dude has 1,800 yards in 14 games. Now, this is a dude that in, I think, week 17 last week, he tore his ACL, MCL, PCL, every L in his knee, and the dude is back 1,800 yards so far. He needs 294 yards to break the single season all-time rushing record held by Eric Dickerson. Now, he has two tough games. This week, they're playing against the Houston Texans. I'm sorry, AP. I don't think you're going to get the record, but I'm hoping, I'm praying for you because you deserve it. After all you've been through, I really hope you can get it, but I just don't think you will. Now, the games I'm picking this week are the first game I'm picking, the New York Giants playing against the Baltimore Ravens. Both teams are struggling. They're both coming off of losses. You guys know how I feel about Joe Flacco. He's leading, they're going to the playoffs. They're in the NFC North. They're leading the NFC North. They're going to the playoffs. I just don't think that Joe Flacco has it in him to take this team deep in the playoffs like he did last year. So I'm picking the New York Giants. Eli Manning, Victor Cruz. These dudes going to bounce back. They're going to win this week in Baltimore. All right. The next game is a tough one for me because it's pulling me from this end and that end. Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams I played for. Two teams I was cut by. But that's all right. The Pittsburgh Steelers, my favorite team in the whole wide world. The Cincinnati Bengals, my cousin, Andrew Hawkins plays for them. So blood is thicker than water, right? Andy Dalton, A.J. Green, Andrew Hawkins. They're ballers. They're ballers. These guys can ball. Now, I don't think that much of Andy Dalton. I think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's an elite quarterback. Playing against Ben Roethlisberger, going into Pittsburgh, and they lost last week in Dallas. They screwed me, but we moving on. We ain't looking backwards. We always looking forward, keeping it positive. I believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to come back this week and beat the Cincinnati Bengals and keep their playoff hopes alive. Now, I hate to do this. I hate to do that because, blood is thicker than water, but I just got to go with my eyes. Cincinnati has not beaten Pittsburgh in a long time in Pittsburgh, and I don't believe they're going to get it done again. They need to get the ball to Andy a little more because if they do, then they have a better chance of winning. So we're moving on to the last game I'm picking, the San Francisco 49ers playing against the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams had big wins last week. Everybody knows that San Francisco went into New England and beat Tom Brady. A game that I picked, I didn't think they would get it done, but they proved me wrong. That's why they go play the game, because nobody believed that San Francisco can go into Gillette Stadium and beat Tom Brady on his own field. But they did that. They blew him out. Well, I can't say they blew him out. They were blowing him out. Then they let him come back, and then they found a way to win at the end. All right. Going into Seattle. Seattle blew the doors off of Buffalo in Toronto last week. All right. Blew the doors off them. Going back home, I think This is my opinion. I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to pull this out. I think San Francisco was on a high last week. They're on their high from last week's win, going up to Foxborough, beating New England. So I think they had a long travel schedule. They got to go travel again up to Seattle, playing against the 12th man, Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch. Seattle's going to get it done. So my picks this week: Seattle over San Francisco, Pittsburgh over Cincinnati, and the New York Giants over the Baltimore Ravens. This is Geroy Simon. This is the Inside Slant. It's week 16, and I'm out.